Hello, my friend, and welcome to this podcast. Today, we begin a very long journey together, a journey into the secrets of how to speak English like a native. This is not a short lesson. This is not just a few tips. This is a full, deep conversation between you and me. And if you stay with me until the end, you will not only understand the secrets, but you will feel them. I want you to imagine this. You wake up one day, you go outside, and you meet a group of American friends. You start talking, and suddenly you notice something different. You are not translating in your head. You are not stuck searching for words. You are not afraid of making mistakes. Instead, you are flowing. You are smiling. The words come naturally. And your friends look at you and say, "Wow, you sound like us." That is the dream, right? To sound natural, to speak like a native. But here's the truth. This dream is possible, not in one day, not in 1 week, but step by step, with the right practice. And in this podcast, I will share with you every secret I know, not only about English words, but about rhythm, tone, habits, psychology, and daily life. Why sounding natural matters? Some people ask, why should I try to sound like a native? Isn't it enough to just speak clearly? Yes, of course, clarity is important. But sounding natural gives you something more. Connection. When you speak naturally, people feel more comfortable around you. They trust you more. They listen to you more. And you, my friend, feel confident inside. It's not just about language. It's about identity, about how you present yourself to the world. My own story. Let me share a little story. When I first learned English, I thought I was good. I knew grammar. I knew vocabulary. But when I spoke, people looked at me strangely. My sentences were correct, but my rhythm was wrong. My words were heavy, like stones. One day, I recorded myself speaking, and when I listened, I said to myself, that doesn't sound like the English I hear in movies. That doesn't sound natural. That day was a shock, but it was also the beginning. Because from that day, I decided, I don't just want to speak English. I want to live it. Secret 1. Stop translating, start thinking in English. This is the first big secret. Most learners make one mistake. They translate every word in their head. For example, you want to say, I'm hungry, but your brain says, "Anager," I am hungry. This takes time, and it makes your English slow, unnatural, and sometimes wrong. Natives don't translate. They think directly in English. So how can you do that? Let's break it down. Step 1, start small. Don't try to think in English all day. Start with 1 minute. Look around your room and name things in English. This is my phone. The window is open. I'm drinking water. Do this every day. It's like training a muscle. Step 2, describe your actions. When you do something, say it in English, even in your mind. I'm brushing my teeth. I'm cooking rice. I'm opening the door. This creates a direct link between your action and the English phrase. Step 3, use mini stories in your head. For example, if you are walking outside, tell yourself a little story in English. I'm walking to the store. The weather is hot. I see a man with a dog. The dog is cute. I want to buy some bread. It doesn't have to be perfect. The goal is to live in English. Real American phrases for this part. These are common daily phrases Americans use instead of formal English. Instead of, I will eat, they say, I'm going to grab something to eat. Instead of, I am very tired, they say, I'm beat. Instead of, I do not know, they say, I don't know. Notice the difference? It's shorter, quicker, and more natural. Try this exercise now. Say out loud, I'm going to grab some coffee. Feel the rhythm. Don't translate. Just say it like music. Challenge for you. Today, after listening to this part, I want you to do one thing. Spend 10 minutes thinking only in English. No translation. No Arabic, only English. When you see your phone, say, this is my phone. When you sit down, say, I'm sitting. When you drink water, say, I'm drinking water. It will feel strange at first, but after 1 week, you will notice. It's easier. After 1 month, you will feel faster. After 6 months, people will notice. Hey, you sound more natural. Let me tell you something important. My friend, native speakers don't think in words, they think in phrases. If you only learn words, you will sound like a dictionary. But if you learn phrases, you will sound like a human being. Words are bricks, phrases are walls. Imagine this. You want to build a house. If I give you 500 bricks, can you build a house? Maybe, but it will take forever. But if I give you full walls, windows, and doors, you can build quickly. Words are like bricks. Phrases are like walls. Natives don't build sentences brick by brick. They use ready-made walls. For example, instead of saying good plus morning, natives just say, good morning. How's it going? Instead of end plus day, they say, at the end of the day. Instead of thank plus you, they often say, thanks a lot. Thanks, man. Thanks, appreciate it. These are chunks, ready-made pieces. Why phrases sound natural? Think about music. A song is not just single notes. It's groups of notes, chords, and melodies. English is the same. When natives speak, they don't say each word slowly. They connect words together. For example, what are you doing? Sounds like, what you doing? I don't know. Sounds like, I don't know. Going to, it sounds like gonna. This is the rhythm of real English. Common American phrases for daily life. Here are some that you will hear every single day. I'm good, thanks. Reply to, how are you? No worries. Don't worry about it. Sounds good. I agree, okay? I'm down. I agree, I'm in. Hang on. Wait. Come on. Really? Surprise. That's awesome. That's great. My bad. Sorry, my mistake. For sure. Definitely. You bet. Of course. I'm out. I'm leaving. If you use only 20-30 of these every day, your English will immediately sound more native. Practice exercise, shadow phrases. Let's do this together. I will give you the native phrase, and I want you to repeat it right after me. Sounds good. No worries. I'm down. Hang on. Come on. That's awesome. My bad. Repeat them many times. The goal is not grammar. The goal is rhythm and speed. Story, Anna from Spain. Anna was a student who studied English for 5 years. She knew thousands of words, but her speech was slow. She said things like, I want to go to the supermarket to buy food. After she started learning phrases, her English changed. She began saying things like, I'm gonna hit the store. Suddenly, her American friends smiled and said, wow, you sound like us. The difference? Not grammar, not vocabulary, phrases. Challenge for you, part 2. Today, choose 5 phrases from this list and use them in your day, even if you only talk to yourself. For example, when you eat, say, this is awesome. When you make a mistake, say, my bad. When you agree, say, sounds good. When you want to join, say, I'm down. When you leave, say, I'm out. Do this every day, and you will sound more natural in 1 month than in 1 year of grammar books. Let me tell you a truth most learners never hear. English is not only words. English is music. If you learn all the grammar rules in the world, but you don't get the rhythm, you will always sound foreign. But if you get the rhythm, the stress, the intonation, even with simple words, you will sound surprisingly natural. Think about this. A baby doesn't learn grammar first. A baby learns music, the melody of the language. That's why a 2-year-old child can sound more native than an adult student with years of grammar study. The secret is the child copies the music. What is the music of English? It's 3 things. 1. Rhythm, how fast or slow we speak, the beat of the sentence. 2. Stress, which words we emphasize. 3. Intonation, how the voice goes up and down. Together, these 3 things make English sound alive. Rhythm, the beat of English. English is a stress-timed language. This means some words are strong and some words are weak. Natives don't pronounce every word clearly. They hit the important words and swallow the rest. Example, I want to go to the store. How a learner might say it. I want to go to the store. All words equal. How a native says it. I want to go to the store. Important words strong, others weak. Notice the beat. Wanna, store. Practice. Clap your hands when you say the strong words. I want to go to the store. I gotta finish my work. He needs to call his mom. The beat makes it natural. Stress. The power of focus. Stress means choosing which word is important. Change the stress, change the meaning. Example, I didn't say he stole the money. Maybe someone else said it. I didn't say he stole the money. I didn't say it. I didn't say he stole the money. Maybe someone else stole it. I didn't say he stole the money. Maybe he borrowed it. Same words, different meaning, just by stress. Natives do this naturally. Learners rarely do it. But once you master it, your English becomes alive. Intonation, the melody of speech. Intonation is how your voice rises and falls. Example, questions usually go up. Really? Are you sure? Statements usually go down. I'm fine. That's good. Surprise goes up fast. No way. Disbelief goes down then up. Come on. Try this. Say really, flat with no intonation. It sounds robotic. Now say it with a rising tone. Really? That's how natives do it. Exercise, shadowing the music. Choose a short clip from a movie or YouTube. Don't just copy the words. Copy the music, the pauses, the stress, the melody. For example, listen to how an American says, "You gotta be kidding me." It's not "you gotta be kidding me." It's "you gotta be kidding me." Fast musical dramatic. Repeat it again and again until your voice matches the rhythm exactly. Mini dialogue with music. Here's how two natives might speak. A, "Hey, what's up?" B, "Not much, just hanging out. You?" A, "Same here. Want to grab some coffee?" B, "Yeah, sounds good." Notice, short, quick, connected, musical. If you read this dialogue word by word, it sounds dead. But if you copy the rhythm, it sounds alive. Story, Marco from Brazil. Marco studied English for 10 years. His grammar was perfect, but his colleagues in the US often said, "Can you repeat that?" Not because his words were wrong, but because his music was wrong. He started practicing shadowing TV shows, copying exactly how the actors spoke. 3 months later, people said, "Marco, your English is so smooth now." What changed? It wasn't new vocabulary. It wasn't grammar. It was music. Challenge for you, Part 3. 1. Record yourself saying, "I'm gonna grab some coffee." "You gotta be kidding me." "I want to go to the store." 2. Then, listen to a native say the same lines from YouTube, movies, etc. 3. Compare. Is your rhythm the same? Is your stress on the same words? Does your intonation rise and fall like theirs? Repeat daily. Within weeks, your speech will transform. Friend, before we continue, I have a small request for you. If you are enjoying this podcast and finding it helpful, subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell so you don't miss the next part, because we are just getting started. Also, I want to hear from you. Which secret helped you the most so far? Are you practicing phrases, rhythm, or thinking in English? Write your answers in the comments. I will read them all and cheer for you. Remember, your journey to speak English like a native starts now. Don't wait. Don't hesitate. Subscribe, comment, and let's continue this journey together.